My name is David McNally. I'm the Chief Executive at Norwich City Football Club. Well, in 2012, we need from our leaders real leadership. Times are tough. In my working life, I've never known such a difficult period. The economy is shot, so we need our leaders to really help us through the most difficult of times. And by real leadership, I mean they must develop a plan, an effective plan. They need to think deeply prior to putting that plan in place about that plan. And so most of their time needs to be on the development of the plan. And then they need to implement it. And I think we need great leaders to be really focused in this way. But also, we can't afford our leaders to be proud. If part of a plan that they inherit from the previous year into 2012 isn't working, then please change it. Well, service is key, and I think, if I may, in Norfolk, we do need to look at benchmarking ourselves against other parts of the country in our industries for similar businesses to see where we stand when it comes to customer service. And we need to be brutally harsh with ourselves, because if our service isn't better than other parts of the country, guess what? We'll lose business to those parts of the country. One of the things that we can do, though, if we've got a stable business in Norfolk, but we know that the market we're in is shrinking, then we should look to internationalise. And a lot's been said about the so-called BRIC countries with Brazil, Russia, India and China, and they may be an opportunity for you, but my advice to anybody would be to explore a European country. I know that the European markets are tough, but if you've got zero business in there, it's much easier for you to develop a business with France or Germany, where we know that they are mature markets but with big opportunities there, than it is in somewhere like Brazil or Russia. And so I'd say start off with a focus on a European country where there are no financial barriers, where there are no trade barriers, and see what you can do. It might be, for a number of our small and medium-sized businesses, the only way that they can survive. Social media, it's fantastic. It's changing the world. Business context, we are toast without it. And so embrace it, love it, work it, see what works for your business, and see how it can help your business sell more stuff, because that's what it's about. I spent my formative years in sales and then into marketing, and we went on course after course and study after study about how we could get a relationship with our customers. And we used to talk in terms of only ever reaching 0.01% of our customer base. We have the ability now with social media to talk directly on a one-to-one basis with our consumers, with our customers. That's never happened in the world before, and so we should embrace the opportunity, we should make the most of it, and we should see what triggers we need to pull to make Twitter, Facebook and the next generation of social media work for our business. If we don't do anything with social media, then you'll see your competitors breeze past you and you'll be gone. And don't be proud. There's plenty of help about, and locally within the Chamber of Commerce we've got an international element which can help small and medium and even big companies to trade internationally. So come and talk to the international team at the Chamber, whether it's for European business and opportunities or further afield. We've got experts in this particular area here, locally at hand. Make the most of it. And like I say, it might be one of the only ways in which certain businesses can survive. Well, I'd say a couple of things there, and I think that there are a couple of important things for us to consider in these most difficult of times. Firstly, young people, we need to give them hope, and with the limited number of jobs and opportunities out there, we must find a way of giving our young people, the next generation, the leaders of the future, some real hope, because it's desperate for them. And whether that's inviting them in, more of them for work experience, and giving them ways that we can help boost their CVs in whatever shape or form. We as business leaders in this community, we have to do our bit for the young people, and the end game must be to give them hope, because there's a lack of hope currently, so we need to do something about that. But the final thing is, in difficult times, there are people who are struggling to eat. There are people who are struggling to pay their bills. As business leaders in the community, we have to look at the wider community. We have to embrace the less advantaged, the more disadvantaged of the community. We've got to do our bit for them, because these times are the worst ever. And there are people who, through no fault of their own, are without work, and they're finding it difficult to put food on their table for their families. And so we have to recognise that, and we have to do something for these people, because, you know, they are part of our community and they're struggling.